It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Pepsi Center in downtown Denver. Tonight, it's the Denver Nuggets taking on the Boston Celtics. Opening tip won by the Nuggets. They get it first as we're underway at the Pepsi Center. Barton. And a pass stolen by Boston. Taking advantage of the turnover.
Well, you know what the old saying is, when you assume you make a... You know what I'm talking about. You can't fault the D too much there. I was expecting to kick out three.
It's Denver's ball. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust to Will Barton. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. To Irving. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Screen coming. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Boston with 4 to shoot to Horford. Fires the 3. He engulfed him that time.
I said.
Here comes the screen. Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Kyrie across the timeline. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Tatum's shot no good. Murray with the basketball. 2-point advantage. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Straight on 3. At the buzzer.
Number 27, Joel Embiid. That's his
Kyrie Irving is going to get 3 shots here. A career 87% from the line. First one, count it.
It's like practice.
Knocks down the second free throw.
You know that's easy. They can't guard you.
And he hits all 3 free throws. Long heave from 3/4 court. First quarter in the books. The Celtics have the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Kyrie Irving, he is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Kyrie Irving, that's 3 now on 4 shots. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Irving. Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Murray into the front court. 5-point game. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Drive by Murray, but he can't finish.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
To Irving. Nothing going here on that drive. To Marcus Smart. Kyrie. Rebound taken down by Denver. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. First half in the books with the Celtics in front.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Celtics didn't hold back in that opening half. And no matter what was tried by the opposition, they just couldn't be slowed down. This could turn into more of a blowout before we know it. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Field goals.
What you see on the screen is how this team put itself at a disadvantage. They definitely have some adjustments to make for the second half.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Boston with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Irving to Horford. Goes to the left side. Good look that time, but off the mark. Murray into the front court. The deficit now up to 5. Slam dunk, Will Barton. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Short jumper stays out.
When I hear these excuses after games, when coaches are at podium saying, it's hard for us to find our energy back, we couldn't find our aggression back, I wonder whose fault that is, Coach.
Jokic to Millsap. Oh, Millsap. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Old school equals high percentage.
Irving to Marcus Smart. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
People at home, did you know that Aaron Baines played rugby growing up? He knows no other way but to be physical on the court because that's how he leaves his mark.
Jokic to Millsap. Kicks it outside. Irving brings the ball up court. To Horford. Takes stock of the floor. Tatum shot misses. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Here we go.
To Jokic. Oh, Millsap. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Here's Irving into the front court. They can get a 2-for-1 if they hurry. Here comes the screen. To Irving. Aaron Baines powers it through. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this 4th quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
Shot from in close, no good. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Celtics had the lead. It's the Nuggets with the basketball to start the 4th quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Paul Millsap trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw good as he finishes off the 3-point play. They're back within a bucket. Kyrie with the rock. To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Murray with it. His guys trail now by 4. Here comes the screen. To Millsap. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Rebound for Smart. Irving into the front court. Leads 4. From the painted area, won't go down. Murray with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Irving. Boston with 4 to shoot. Irving to Marcus Smart. Trying to cash in. Shot misses there by Smart.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Pass there, taken away by Denver.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Driving right to the basket. Millsap, not that time. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Lead is 2. Kyrie Irving. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's diddling.
Murray into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Jokic. A pass taken away by the Celtics.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Tatum buries it.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout. It's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more chance to stop the clock before the buzzer sounds. Spins and scores.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
And an intentional foul here in the closing moments, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip. just inside the arc. At the buzzer, it's a victory here for the Celtics as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics came away with the victory in this one. This was all about points in the paint, and that's without question. How could anyone argue with the kind of execution that results in the highlights like these? Check out the leading scores for the Boston Celtics. The Nuggets didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either.
And it's always going to be a challenge to win in this league. If you can't find one guy to get you at least 10 points, they were unable to do that.
Game stats. Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.